With my team of 5 characters, I have set out to reach max level and take on the most difficult challenges a 5-player team can face. Welcome to Multiboxing Classic. Why don't you meet the team? Tanker Boy, Tauren Feral Druid, Drainer Boy, Orc Destruction Warlock, Porter Boy, Troll Frost Mage, Shocker Boy, Tauren Elemental Shaman, and Cedar Boy, Troll Holy Priest. I'm finished running SFK and my team is heading to Ashenvale. All my guys are almost level 25 and we're going to do some quests and a BFD run. First, when you get into Ashenvale, you can do Torex Assault, which is a short escort quest here to kill some Night Elves. Then I'm heading to Splinter Tree Post to talk to Sanani Thunderheart. Talking to her unlocks quest drops from 3 named animal mobs that can be turned in for XP. Then I'll talk to Mastock Rilhiss to get the quest Stone Talon Standstill. With this done, I need to find the 3 named mobs. Sharp Talon is here, but he's a level 31 mob, so find a group or kite him to the Splinter Tree guards. Shadumbra can be found here, and Ursangus can be found here. Once I've killed these 3, I head over to do Stone Talon Standstill, killing the elementals and standing in the gazebo on the center island. On this island there is also a named elemental that when you kill drops a quest item similar to the animals. With all these completed, I head back to Splinter Tree. I turn in the 3 animal quests, Stone Talon Standstill, and the quest I got from Tidris. Once I've turned in the 3 animal quests, there is another quest to turn in for free XP just for doing the 3 animal quests. In the space of about 40 minutes, I've gotten 6 quests worth of XP. The Water Elemental quest chain leads me to the Zoram Strand, where I also do the quest Forsha the Lasher, which gives a pretty decent ring. After getting the Flight Path and a couple of BFD quests, I'm all ready to do my BFD run. Level 25 and inside BFD, this dungeon is a little out of the way, so some people don't do it, but I really like it, and there are a couple of great quests in here and some memorable bosses. Oh boy, you thought the jump in Wailing Caverns was bad. Wait till you see this one. Gamu Ra, my first boss, and I'm already killing turtles. Don't tell PETA. Or is he a tortoise? Nice little cloth belt from him, pretty good for my casters. And here I will grab the quest Black Fathom Villainy, which either rewards the Gravestone Scepter or the Arctic Buckler Shield. Both very good items. Gelahast, the Murloc boss. Pretty straightforward fight. Now there is something interesting. After you kill this boss, you can click on this altar and get a nice little debuff. Gives you some intellect, spirit, and frost damage. Just got to 26 of my druid and I can put this awesome helmet I got on. That will help a lot on the bosses later on in this dungeon. Just getting now to the latter part of the dungeon. And this is when the mobs really start to get higher level. I know a lot of people like to do BFD at like 22, 23, but this whole last part of the dungeon has level 25, 26 mobs, and level 26 to 28 bosses, so it can be pretty difficult if you're not up there in level. Please ignore the skeletons, it must have been some other group that wiped here. I'm gonna jump down into the water. And I'm gonna loot the Fathom Core down here, which is a quest item. You know what? Let me get Unending Breath up on all my guys. So when I loot this Fathom Core, a boss Baron Aquinas is gonna show up. I have to fight him. And he himself drops an item that can be turned in, a quest item itself. Oh, there he is. And there's the Strange Water Globe quest item. That was a pretty easy fight. Alright, I've cleared the room and now it's time to fight Twilight Lord Kelris. He's a pretty easy boss. No real special abilities. He definitely could learn a thing or two from Aragorn on that regard. And I pick up his head for the quest Black Fathom Villainy that turns in Thunder Bluff. And some pretty decent cloth pants. Now I have to touch these 4 little incense holder things before I can get to the final boss, but I'm going to do them one at a time because each of them summons a different type and number of mobs. Now one of them summons 2 water elementals. Now these guys are pretty tough because they do have an AoE Frostbolt ability that does some good damage. Hopefully they don't use it too often. There's the Frostbolt volley. Oh, I guess my casters are actually too far away. That's nice. Normally this is the hardest of the 4 sensors, if I remember. The next sensor summons 4 of these tortoises, these Snapjaws. They have a lot of armor and good health, so it's... Oh, it's only 3 of them. Shouldn't be anything too difficult. The next sensor is going to summon a bunch of these little non-elite crab guys. I probably should AoE them, but I don't have AoE set up on my guys. They'll be pretty easy to take down one at a time, though. I only have 210 health. And the final sensor gets me these elite crabs, 4 of them. And with all mobs from all 4 of the sensors defeated, the gate opens and I have access to the final boss, Akumai. Now he's a pretty straightforward boss, just melees, and he does have an enrage towards the end. He has a ton of health and hits pretty hard, but I'm pretty confident at level 26 that I'll be fine. With Akumai dead, I have completed BFD. What a beautiful dungeon. I get to go turn in a couple quests even. And there's also another altar at the end of the dungeon to get that debuff buff again if you want. With the dungeon done, I went to turn in my quests, turning in the one in Zoram Strand, and then on to Thunder Bluff to get my Gravestone Scepter. This is going to be a big DPS increase for my priest in dungeons, as he just wands in between heals. Heading down to RFK in the Southern Barrens. I'm too low to do a full run, but I'm just going to grind out some XP here, try to get closer to level 30 so I can start doing Scarlet Monastery Graveyard. I'm here just killing. I'm basically only doing the first few areas in the dungeon, as the mobs are level 25, 26, 27. And once you get a little deeper, they start hitting level 31 and 32, and they're just too much for my casters. They get too many resists, so it's not really worth it. So I've just kind of been doing like the entrance to this dungeon. It takes me about 10 minutes and then resetting and doing it again. Here are my talents at level 27. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary. I will have a secret weapon talent surprise next episode that I'll show you guys for my Scarlet Monastery days. And I think those are going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so I got to level 28 doing RFK, and I'm coming over here to Undercity because I'm going to try to do a Scarlet Monastery Graveyard run. We'll see how that goes. Did the run go good or bad? Yes. I was able to kill everything. I killed the interrogator, made my way through the courtyard, got all the way to the last boss, Blood Mage Thalnos, and I was able to kill him. It's just the run took so long. It took me so long that after killing the last boss, coming out of the crypt, there were respawns even. So I don't think it's feasible for me to do this until probably level 30. The mobs are just too high level. I did test out my AoE on the non-elite Spectre Ghost guys, and it did work pretty well, even though I don't have Hellfire until 30 on my Warlock, which will make a big difference. And I'll go into AoE more next episode, because I'm going to be using it a lot more. To get to level 30, I don't really have a dungeon that I want to farm, although I could go do RFK. I think what I'm going to do is quest. I'm heading out to Hillsbrad Foothills. I'm going to basically do every quest there that's not gathering. I ended up doing the entire Battle for Hillsbrad questline, which is a lot of quests, some of them elite, but gives a lot of good XP. And pretty much every other kill quest in the zone. Finishing the zone with the Battle for Hillsbrad quest chain. My guys are all now level 30. I even went into Arathi Highlands to get my Gallant Cuffs, 7 intellect, 3 stamina bracers for all my casters. And I have a couple more things to do before I'm ready for Scarlet Monastery. I need to go train all my level 30 abilities, and I need to get the last 2 totems on my shaman. He only has earth and fire right now, and I still need to get him water and air. All I have to do for the air totem is talk to an NPC in Thousand Needles. Okay, that's easy. What about water totem, you ask? For the water totem, I have to go to the East Barrens, then the South Barrens, then to Hillsbrad Foothills, then back to the South Barrens, then to Ashenvale, then back to the South Barrens again, then to the East Barrens one more time, and finally to Silverpine Forest. Whew, finally done. Just kidding, I have to go back to the East Barrens one more time. Okay, good. Now I have all 4 totems on my shaman. Alright boys, I'm ready to journey into the Scarlet Monastery finally. I've been waiting a while for this and I'm very excited about it. Thank you for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch me in real time, you can find me streaming at twitch.tv/Leecherboy, link in the description. And as always, happy gaming.
Alright, go up to the main area. Go up to the main area, okay? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Stabbers, do it. Kill everybody.